Look around your life, your relationships, your finances, your health, your confidence. It's not random. They're showing you the code currently running in your subconscious. Imagine for a moment a computer. On the screen of the computer is your life. The software running that computer is your beliefs, but the entire operating system is your subconscious, and the programmer is you. AI predicts outcomes because of its training data, but humans do exactly the same thing. Every experience you have trains your nervous system. Your brain predicts tomorrow based on yesterday, which means most people aren't living, they're repeating. Every repeated emotion strengthens the neural pathways, and eventually the brain believes, this is who I am. But identity isn't permanent. Identity is programmed, and anything programmed can be reprogrammed. When you begin doing your healing work, what you're actually doing is upgrading your internal operating system. So when your beliefs change, new thoughts appear. Different emotions become natural. Different opportunities become visible. Different people enter your life. Different choices become automatic. Your destiny isn't hiding from you. It's waiting for the version of you that's running the new code. If you're tired of repeating patterns and you're ready to install a new operating system into your life, I'd love to help you. Let me know down in the comments, what is the most painful pattern that you keep repeating in your life? And which one would you like most to let go of? If you've been trying to create your reality for a while, you've most likely watched a lot of manifesting videos, and perhaps you've had some level of success already. But when you have reached a top tier of your ability to manifest, you have to look at your subconscious programs, because that is the final block to open up your next reality. Some people carry beliefs of compromise or sacrifice, and they believe old paradigms that they've been taught or that have been handed down that literally limit one's capacity to create in the world, or that make them feel like they have to exchange one thing to receive something they want. Many people were taught many different programs based on sacrifice, that you have to be poor and humble to be close to God, or that having money would corrupt you, or that money itself is evil. And of course, we know better. Money is simply energy, and money reveals your true intentions. If you give a good person money, they go out in the world and they do good things for others with their money. They probably up-level their family, they contribute to their community, and of course, they upgrade their level of living, creating more luxury and pleasure in their life. Where if you give money to, let's say, a corrupt or bad person, they will most likely use that money to gain control over others or set up kind of darker paradigms. So money itself isn't good or bad. It's just energy. Money actually highlights who you are on the inside. Many people carry beliefs that they could either have love or money, and that if they want the money, they will have a loveless marriage, or that they have to marry someone they're not attracted to in order to get the money, or that they have to do certain things to perform in order to have their partner love them or provide for them financially. Money is tricky because we've been taught a lot of things from religion, from our families, from our past life experiences. And money is an easy energy to corrupt because everyone wants it, but most people feel lacking of it. It's really important that when you're working with money, that you're taking a good look at everywhere you've been programmed by it, and specifically where you have limited thinking around it. Because once we start to upgrade your operating system around money, you're going to feel a greater ease around money, but you're also going to be able to think different. It's as if you're thinking clearly for the first time and know how to recognize opportunities and instantly know that you're worthy and deserving of having it, and that you know what step to follow, and that you know who to associate with, and that you know how to hold this newly calibrated energy around wealth or money. Many people go through life feeling that somebody has to give them money. And this is usually first created in childhood, getting an allowance when you do certain jobs, and then your mom or dad gives you a couple bucks, and then you wait all week and you stretch out that money as far as you can. And that first teaches you how to work a 9-to-5 job and suffer for the paycheck and wait to get paid. All of these things stem from early childhood. Now, they could also be duplicated in past life experiences or handed down from your genetic line and even encoded into your soul level programming. But once we identify where your limits are, it becomes much easier to release them from all four levels so that your operating system can finally expand and begin experiencing something new. Maybe you were that kind of kid that waited for their birthday all year so that they could get a couple bucks in their birthday cards and stack their birthday money and look for that one thing that was so special that they wanted to buy. But then throughout the year, you didn't know that you could actually attract new money, or you didn't know that you could mow your neighbor's lawn for money, get a paper route to make money. Where creating more opportunities for money weren't even in your operating system. They were not part of your belief system yet. This is why many people either become entrepreneurs or seek out a 9-to-5 job where they exchange their time for money. Think about your current money program, and the easiest way to know where you're at is to think about the money you have in your life. Where is it coming from? Who do you have to exchange things with in order to get money? Is it your time? Is it your knowledge? Is it being someone's wife? Is it a certain amount of hours that you give to a 9-to-5 job? Think about where you're drawing your resources from and what program you have believed around money. When you begin to upgrade this, in order for a lasting change, you do need to upgrade your operating system, which means you need to upgrade your thoughts, your beliefs, and your feelings about money. But the good news is that when you do, that things start to come into your life that would not have come into your life before. Things that you hadn't even considered will begin to come into your sphere and begin to be attracted into your vibration and into your new program. So again, think of the computer as being part of this matrix, and you are the controlling factor in the matrix because you control your reality with your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, and your operating system. If you remember your childhood where you heard or saw your family struggling with money, you may have really created a lot of safety and stability issues or self-worth issues around finances. Sometimes people repeat directly what they were taught in childhood, and others seem to go the other way. Maybe they become a workaholic, or they don't know when to stop making money out of fear of losing it all and replaying their childhood poverty. Now, neither one is right or wrong. It's just that we want to look at the operating system behind their situation. Because if you want to keep your money, grow your money, and feel at ease with money, without freaking out and worrying if you're ever going to lose it, you want to look at your operating system. And if you're one of those people just working so hard, but you can't make money, we really need to look at your operating system and help you feel more at ease around money and shift into that new, higher version of yourself that literally is programmed for being able to make more money, hold more money, make good financial decisions, and feel more comfortable and deserving around money. This in itself changes your confidence. It changes how you speak to others and how others see you, and creates a different energetic opening for you within the field. Now remember, every repeated emotion creates a new neural pathway. So one of the exercises you can take from this video is looking at your money game and without judgment, setting that aside, then write down on the piece of paper how you will feel when you have the money you've been wanting to make, when you already have it in your bank account, when you've already purchased your new vehicle, when you're already living in the house of your dreams, when you've already bought that beautiful dress, when you've already allowed yourself to go on a wonderful, luxurious vacation. Write down the feelings of that, and then absolutely refuse to repeat the previous list. Stay with the new emotional state. Stay with the thoughts and feelings and beliefs that this new version of you who has already received money feels and thinks and experiences. This is one way to create new neural pathways in the brain, new subconscious programming that help you upgrade your operating system. For many people, it helps to close your eyes when you're going through this experience. And as you're envisioning money not making it feel like a big reach or someone like you shouldn't have it. In fact, if you feel that someone like you shouldn't have that kind of money, that is a clear indication of the program you're running. It has nothing to do with the truth of who you are, but it does indicate how you're programmed. My private reality code upgrade sessions combine spiritual insights, subconscious transformation, and energetic healing to help you create lasting change from the inside out. If you're ready for a reality code upgrade, be sure you reach out for a private session. All my information is below this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side.